When the coronavirus arrived in Australia, life as we knew it changed very quickly. Many kids were suddenly learning from home and not everyone had access to resources like a stable internet connection or books. And with libraries closed, many were going without.
In Victoria, Yarra Libraries has been answering the calls for help, partnering with independent bookstore the Little Bookroom. And joining us now is Leesa Lambert from the Little Bookroom. Leesa, good to see you there. Thanks for joining us this morning. What was it like for you to hear that libraries and bookstores were closing because of the pandemic?
We were devastated. We were thinking about how we could service our community. We started offering local free home delivery. We were scurrying to get our website up and running. And we realised that as we were being supported by our locals, what was happening to the people who lost the protective factor of being able to borrow books from the library. And that really took over our headspace for a long time until we could figure out a way to do something, however small.
So Yarra Libraries started this off delivering books and other food packages to people in housing estates, to people who were particularly vulnerable at this time. And then they've now teamed up with you guys. How has that all worked?
Well, Yarra Libraries are absolutely phenomenal. They weren't going to close their doors and stop delivering their essential services. No way, Jose. They got really creative, incredibly imaginative, and started activating their networks with community houses and organisations on the ground to deliver books alongside other essential services like care packages and food packages. And I saw this happening and thought, hey, we can chip in here. Let's launch a pay it forward program so that we can provide extra books, so that we can provide new Australian exciting books to really spark the pleasure of reading for kids who may not have internet access in their homes.
And how have you been financially supporting this?
We have asked our customers, along with their purchases, to chip in an extra $10 so that we can organise the very best new exciting books for the book drive. And we're chipping in $1 for every $5 that is contributed to the program. Better boa footage.
What sort of reactions, Leesa, have you been having from kids, but also from parents who've been receiving these books?
Gratitude, really genuine gratitude. And even more than that, families have been offering to help us out. They've been offering to help the library get back on its feet as they get ready to open for click and collect borrowing. Isn't that just phenomenal that people in need are so ready to give even more?
Absolutely. And speaking of people in need, you've also been working to help some of the people who have been recovering from the horrific bushfires that we saw just last summer. How have you been doing that?
We shared a Facebook post about the Clifton Creek Primary School looking for donations of books earlier in the year, and we were greeted with this overwhelming wave of generosity and realised that there was this need to do something that wasn't being met, that was going to offer mutual kind of benefit. So we decided that in conjunction with Clifton Creek Primary School that we would broaden this program so that we could provide gifts of books to families in fire-affected areas. So we became a collection point for gifts from people all around the world, Hong Kong, the United Arab Emirates, the UK. Books have come from all around the world. We've triaged them to make sure that they're in perfect condition. And that was my dad and my brother who delivered the books last week. Their van was full. It was so full the brakes started burning on the way down. But were they going to be put off? No. They organised a hire van and only lost an hour. So
all persisting through adversity. Leesa, all the best with the rest of Pay It Forward and with helping these bushfire communities. It's brilliant, and you've got a very impressive book collection behind you as well.
I surely do.
Thanks for joining us this morning.